ITLF rejects murder charge of 2 students against Kuki community. Thousands led by ITLF leaders take out mass protest rally in Churachandpur. Giving up hope, father of late Hijam Nithuinganbi, Hijam Kulajit says he has nothing more to say to government. Kulajit prays no parents should go through such horrific incident. Chief Minister N. Biren assures agitating students of arresting all culprits involved in murder of 2 students. Also says government will take full responsibility for treatment of injured students. CBI official team led by CBI Special Director Ajay Bhatnagar arrives in Imphal to expedite investigation into missing and murder case of 2 students. Government of Manipur maintains status quo on present disturbed area status in entire state for a period of 6 months with effect from 1st October 2023. Areas under 19 police stations in valley areas excluded. And External Affairs Minister S. JOYSHREE says efforts are on in Manipur by state and central governments to find a way by which a sense of normalcy returns. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Students continue mass agitation for second day today, seeking justice for Fizam Hemanjit and from Takhil Kolom Lekai and Hijam Nithuinganbi from Tera Tongram Lekai. The 2 students went missing on July 6 and photos of bodies suspected to be there surfaced on social media the previous day, raising concerns, frustration and despair among people, especially the students' community in the state. Though government ordered closure of all schools on September 27 and 29 as precautionary measures, a large number of students from various schools and colleges wearing uniform today came out on the streets and protested. Again, many students sustained injuries in scuffle with security forces who resorted to firing several rounds of tear gas shells and smoke bombs. Agitating students condemning the brutal killing and demanding action against the culprits tried to storm towards Chief Minister's bungalow. An intense scuffle occurred at Yai School Police Lane, Moirangkhom, as security personnel prevented the students from proceeding further. At least 51 students were rushed to Advanced Hospital at Thangalpat Harikhaugokmakhong in Imphal. Among them, students of EK Higher Secondary School, Kingston Nongthongbam and Thongam Suresh, CC Higher Secondary School student Nongdanban Chingakham, and IMA student Boris Nomaitem sustained pellet gun wounds. Around 15 students also sustained injuries in scuffle with security forces in Thoubal district. Curfew relaxation has been cancelled in both Imphal West and Imphal East districts until further notice. There are reports of injured students being rushed to Raj Medicity and other hospitals as well. Total curfew has also been clamped in Thoubal district. On the other hand, ITLF rejects murder charge of 2 students against the Kuki community and took out a mass protest rally today from public ground to Wall of Remembrance in Tuibong, Churachandpur. Thousands of Kuki people conglomerated at the public ground and the ITLF leaders led the rally passing through Tipaimuk Road, IB Road, Tidim Road till the Wall of Remembrance at Tuibong where they staged a protest meet. Leaders from various Kuki civil societies, ITLF, In Peace and ZO United deliberated on the issue. Shops, offices and financial institutions were closed and streets looked deserted during the rally. Security forces remained vigilant to prevent unwanted incidents during the rally. Giving up hope, father of late Hijam Linthoingambi, Hijam Kulajit says he has nothing more to say to the government. Speaking to media at his residence in Tera Tongbram Lekai today, Hijam Kulajit said he is unable to bear the loss of his daughter and prayed that such incident don't occur to any other parents. He also expressed sadness that her daughter's friends who have come out seeking justice for her are being tortured in the hands of the government.
Tasing sigi sarkar se tasing wakal rusune ukrong to pawi bagat sama nahi ai ngali ngai dagi mugi cyber crime to paupi bane phone tar ki mami kum tu isai ke ko se ta gitre mama na phone to bujoi ju na ki phone de ki tau bane ko phone bu butal lag ki kau mara lagi nasum na wan ma luminung si hitra basarkar ki bule na pan na sok to lai ma yam se ke so Pamungkang mengabdi Pamundang kita betul contoh yang nak sunnah mana yang sih Sarkar sini suat pilih kang mengabdi
Meanwhile, Chief Minister Nongthummam Biren gave assurance to the agitating students that culprits involved in the abduction and murder of 20-year-old Fizam Hemanjit from Takil Kolom Lekai and 17-year-old Hijam Linthoingambi from Tera Tongbram Lekai will be arrested at the earliest. The Chief Minister also assured them that government will take full responsibility for the treatment of injured students in scuffle with security forces. A large number of students from DM University and PG level student union marched towards Chief Minister's bungalow from DM College today. Intense scuffle ensued when security personnel intercepted them at the western gate of the Kangla Fort. Police fired several rounds of tear gas shells and smoke bombs to disperse the agitating students. Later, few student leaders were allowed to meet with the Chief Minister. During the meeting, the Chief Minister gave the assurances to the students.
Yanaba Kara Puzare, Equina Tamzakiba, Numit deadline, get demand the Otopaya, Hana Tapir, Aduga, a Sigimahuta, CBI, Director Sulaka, the Ribanina, Suxoy than the Atomatam, the Pagani, have it Hazaba, Adumak Pibi, is a Aduga police na. Kahen ba thawong sing satra sing da police na kahen ba thawong sing tawhal roi haibagi wafam asima thambire aduga mathang dana sok pa satra ga ngarang dagi horei be rang da so iba satra khuding makki responsibility treatment amasung makhata na soklak kada ba dagi sungak thok na badua sokraba ga izigi daita pumna maksidi government na pubirani haibase asigi wafam sing je thambire akoina numit humni haina thajagi ba deadline dudi adudi fulfill tawbangam bagi assurance dudi pibiraktrabani na akoina Tuna di parani the Hibire, the Padriba Powadi, Coles, Makata, Dum boycott of the Gigan administration sector, so Coleski administration sector, so the boycott of the Gigan Hibison.
The official team of the CBI, led by CBI Special Director Ajay Bhatnagar, arrived in Imphal today to expedite investigation of the missing and murder case of two students, Luangbi Linthoingambi Hijam and Fizam Hemanjit. A special flight carrying the CBI team touched down the Imphal International Airport this afternoon. The CBI team, headed by Special Director Ajay Bhatnagar, will look into the missing and murder case of the two students who went missing on July 6. According to Impact News sources, the CBI team comprises officers who are expert in special crime, crime scene recreation, interrogation, and technical surveillance. A team led by NPP National Vice President Yumnam Joykumar met with the bereaved families of Hijam Linthoingambi and Fizam Hemanjit in their respective residences today and shared their griefs. He also assured them that NPP will extend necessary help in delivering justice. Speaking on the sidelines, former DGP of Manipur, Joykumar, blamed the failure of state forces and state intelligence in saving the lives of the students. He expressed disappointment that massive state and central forces in the state are not functioning efficiently to curb the prevailing violence. He also urged the Kuki people to cooperate in finding the missing bodies of the two deceased students. Reminding people in the state condemned the incident of naked parading of two Kuki women Joy Kumar lamented that Kuki student unions and women organizations have failed to condemn the brutal murder of the two students till date.
Ngasi le Manipur ki phim sinadi police function toriba tawdaba haise is a big question. Force ngakta adu tasena moise thabak toriba tawdaba haitana haina yengu targadi adum phamma pang yeng le bi phim ni police ki su haina per wai sana kan da ko moi de su order phang de moina tawga kan da yadaba sangsel loga su handoro hai bugumba du ma mayam am lei police ki intelligence haise all out kulli moi function tawdo mo nga tawro matam da madudai da puthorkadabani maduda puthorpang amdragadi police ki intelligence fail hoire haibi ai police ta kuki mayamam su yauri moi de su kaisu information phangadu se hojik leine ba nakpang pak tanana amaga wari sana bau sana da bai film se si dai banina intelligence pura cut off to gi bai film legani aduna dai film si dai hoi amarom dai ta ge di police ki intelligence fail we have se sisu haibam thoi.
Condemning the abduction and killing of the two students, National People Youth Front Manipur staged a protest meet in front of NPP Manipur office in Naramthong today. Taking part in the sit-in, NPYF Manipur President L. Jayananda appeals to keep aside communal and political lines in seeking justice for the two deceased students. He also urged the government to be proactive in bringing long-lasting solution to the prevailing Manipur crisis. Jayananda expressed sadness that the students couldn't be saved despite informing the relevant authorities about their missing. He opined that even the Kuki Students' Union and intellectual circle of the Kuki community ought to condemn the brutal murder. He appealed to the CBI director to solve the case and book the culprits at the earliest.
Manipur ki leiba irang si loishanna ba amasung masi kitang matam leiringai da planning toraga tawbagi action plan je karam matam dagi hobigadoino akoi Manipur da leiba mara leidaba satra na haro myam je kaya myam chiraga masi akoi proactive oina thabak toba hogadoino haiba je akoi ngasi hangjari ba authority da aduna we demand yamna issue je loishanna ba hona da proactive oiba mong da thabak tobiu haidana akoi demand tawjari Thengna Laiba Law Enforcing Agency CBI na chingba laaga hojik thijaliba je masi Manipur myangi hun khangna athuba matamda sida chenariba culprit chingja pharaga chapchaba ain gi oiba hakpa madu even capital punishment bubam thoi haiba wafam je akoina demand tawjari.
As tension erupts in the state over the killing of the two students, BJP Manipur Pradesh President A. Sada says she will put pressure to the government to punish those miscreants or culprits who are involved in the killing of the two students. Speaking to Impact News at BJP office today, A. Sada said that she condemned the inhuman act of killing the two students and also stands with the families of the bereaved families. She appealed to security forces to restrain from using brute forces to agitating students who are demanding justice for the deceased students.
Yamna innocent oiriba chahi 33 ngairiba nupi macha satri ama aduga chahi kunda ngairiba tuma satra amabu tuma kuki militant singna mioibagi chatnabigi wangmada yamna tamthiba mongda hatok pirapasi Bharatiya Janata Party side tagi ko strongly ko condemn tawi hairiba mi hathina hatliba adugumba mioi singadu yamna athuba matamda makoina chaliba lichatugi matik chaba dandi bibi nanabagi ekoi adugumba akanba kogi pressure ama su sarkarda koi taksinli Manipur gi oriba fibam sidai sidadi Bharatiya Janata Party na matam punamakta prajagi pulse kaloina na prajagi adugumba paudam paujel mayam singadu ekoi na matam punamakta sarkarda ekoi gi best level da ekoi hotna bayaba angamba honari makhata na su hona kigani.
24 MLAs of Manipur, including the Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly, Thokchom Satabrata, have written to Union Home Minister seeking concrete action from the CBI in connection with the missing and murder case of the two students. The letter signed by the legislators also urged the Union Home Minister to swiftly deliver verdict of the Nongpok Sekmai viral video case. Students of Narem Birahari College, Kundrakpam and Pari Imom Kwai Sindam Sang, Pangai also took out a protest rally condemning the abduction and murder of the two students today. The rally started from Narem Birahari College and passed through Pangai Bazaar till Pari Imom Kwai Sindam Sang in Pangai and back to Pangai Bazaar. Speaking on the sidelines, Narem Birahari College Students Union General Secretary Leshang Temporenganba urged the government to take action against all the culprits involved in the case. He condemned the government's failure to resolve Manipur crisis, which has persisted for over 4 months.
Laingana athuba matamda hairiba satrani sigi langla langjin amasung mihat pasing asi dandi pidragadi satra sing kolom pairiba satra sing akhoi lainga ka amasung yengnaba sing ga akhoi lathengna rakpasu yai haina lainga ki mafamda pungning chingchari maram maduna laingana athuba matamda hairiba mihat pasing asi puthokpiduna satra sing akhoi bu tandu laitana mai taman biu haibasi Norem Birei College amasung parimom anina anigi maikaidagi lainga ki pungning chingchari.
6 student bodies of Thoubal district also took out a rally demanding government to recover the bodies of the 2 deceased students and also to arrest the culprits within 48 hours. The rally started from Waikom Mani Girls College and passed through Thoubal Kaitel before culminating at Thoubal DC Gate. Protesting students chanted slogans like "We want justice," "We condemn the killing of Hemanjit and Lintoinganbi," "Arrest those culprits," "We want to study." The students placed their demands to Thoubal DC Ahantem Subhash, who assured them to convey their demands to Chief Minister's Secretariat Office. Scuffle erupted between protesters and personnel of BSF and Commando. Around 15 students sustained injuries in tear gas shelling and smoke bombing by the security forces. A large number of students under the banner of MSF, Desam, KSA, Suk and AIMS also took out protest rally in Kakching district today seeking justice for the 2 deceased students. They also submitted a memorandum to Kakching DC to deliver justice for the late students. Langsai, Thauna, Kakching and various associations of Kakching district took part in the rally, which began from Kakching, Sumak, Laikai till near Kakching police station via Kakching market. Six student bodies including AIMS, Desam, KSA, MSF and Suk also staged protest meet in Nambol today condemning the brutal killing of the 2 students by suspected cookie militants. Participants held various placards demanding implementation of NRC in the state, elimination of cookie terrorists and justice for the 2 students. They also condemned the attack on students and civilians and demanded return of peace and normalcy in the state and education to displaced students. Students and teachers of kindergarten Montessori school in Sagolban Takil, Kolom Laikai also staged protest meet condemning the killing of Fizam Hemanjit and Hizam Lintoinganbi. One of the deceased students, Hemanjit, was a student of the school. Participants condemned the silence maintained by the government and asked when will it take action against the killers. They held various placards which read, "Where is our action hero in Biren? Is killing kid an act of innocence? Stop gun violence against students." Kindergarten Montessori school principal Dr. Longjam Dhaneshwar shared the griefs of the bereaved families.
Anisigi Mokogi Miha Asibu Akona strongly condemned away, Akogi Satra Oriba Akoida, Asuyamna Tuzungba, Akoida Akiba Pahaliba, Isagi Iramdam state, Asida Akona Chatpamatamda, restriction Kaya Amatamiba, Akona Chatlabasu, Mokogi state, Masagi Maramdamda, Akogi freedom lady, Indian constitution, Akoida any place at Payarini, Dubo, Isamaki state, Akoi Isamak Chatpangamdaba, Habisiam strongly condemned away, Yam the minors of a student at an Moisa Hitara Amana 20, at the Moina minor Oriba Akoida, Asamna Mihatina Hatpiba Asibu, Akogi, government Gisatagi, Wahai Amta Haidana, Moina post card Tagalaga, Akon action Logani Haraga action Sikaragana Lodoribano, Wagi CBI the Narang Sibona, FR Kakri Hangi Mangi Bamatam, FR Idabra, FR Ijibana Karigino, Makoziam strongly condemned away, Satra Anigi Miha Asibo Akona government, Atumatam the Putokpina by Apiltori.
Students and teachers of Ideal Teachers Training Academy ITTA also staged a protest meet today condemning the brutal killing of the 2 students. They took out the protest along Imphal Ukrul Road holding various placards. Students of Shize Academy of Health Sciences took out protest demonstration condemning the killing of the 2 students. Around 300 students took part in the agitation and demanded justice for the 2 students. Samurao Naurem Apunba Loop members and volunteers also staged a protest meet at Samurao Kaitel seeking justice for the 2 deceased students today. World Media Council WMC expresses disappointment that the public and government are in conflict owing to the failure of the government in taking effective measures in the wake of circulation of photos of the two deceased students. Press release from WMC says public frustration is justified and also stresses the need to deliberate why the Kuki Chin terrorists released the photos at this juncture. WMC also questions why the relevant authorities failed to nab the culprits even after tracing the IMEI number of the mobile phones of the deceased students. Live from Kunau, Nupi Apunbalu also staged a protest meet condemning the murder of the two students at Live from Kunau Multipurpose Community Hall today. Press release from Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad ABVP Manipur condemns the brutal killing of the two students by suspected Kuki militants and demands arrest and punishment of all the perpetrators. New development organization Singjamei urges relevant authorities to keep the public in tab on the progress of a CBI investigation into the two students' murder case. A condolence meet upon the demise of the two students was held at Singjamei, Oinam Tingel today. Speaking on the sidelines, NDOS convener Oinam Roman said, state cannot return to normalcy unless justice is delivered and the culprits are punished. He questioned the silence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the two students' murder case while he was vocal about the viral video of the two Kuki women.
Minister Bhauna, akoigi phi thongdawa ani khak ki damakta sibusu nataba aduga dongta Manipur pumba prithvi pumba nikkidna yamna nuwaitaba thongdok ama thoki adubu sidagi hena sathiba yamna nuksiba innocent orba angang ani sibu hoi kam taptida hapra matamdana tumina lebirisi karigino Manipur government gi matamdudadi Manipur government da mailena ba akoi cabinet minister sing mai magi kendra da awaba phongdokdana dana tawdana mayam ihau mayam hogi nasidi karigi tumina leiribino haina aina lebak akoi gi Miam da amasung cabinet minister amasung honorable CM da hangjiri ado yam athuba da akoi gi shanti pro ke haragadi asumba mihar par chenari basu Kuki terrorism je athuba serak pibiu haina aigi sathi appeal tawjeri.
Khongman Mangjil Nupi Khutpu condemns the high-handedness of the state forces and rough personnel towards the students who were agitating yesterday over the abduction and brutal murder of the two students by suspected Kuki militants. Speaking to media at Khongman Mangjil in Imphal East District today, member of Khongman Mangjil Nupi Khutpu Laishram Ophelia said women folk will not remain silent if security forces continue to misuse their power on innocent students. She warned the central and state governments to bear responsibilities in the event of any unwanted consequences arising out of the situation. She also accused the government of failing to save the lives of the two students who went missing on July 6. Ophelia said people will continue agitating until all the culprits are arrested and given capital punishment.
Sarkarna khula yauzadaba Lairik tambala iba mahiroi singduna masung mamanabi bu tamthina hatpadu ubada penjadabadagi protest tawba thorokpada khut thabiriba Manipur gi state force amadi central gi repeat force kaije sigi minungsi yaudaba thodok thawongsi thamoi songna mama am oina Manipur gi praja am oina akoi nupi khutpugi maikai mu sinjaraga ina phungdok sabani masi thamoi songna kandem tawjai makhata na masigi thap thowan biganu mat makhata na thorok pataragadi madudat lakpa phafatagi pholsi Manipur sarkar natragana central government na pubiba si yare haidana sarkar gi maikai de thambirakpa adu pamjai.
Student bodies in Zirbam also condemned the incident of high-handedness by security forces upon agitating students who are demanding justice for the killing of Hijam Ninthoingambi and Hemanjit. Apunba Maira Paibi Loop Mayang Imphal took out a torch rally last evening condemning the use of excessive force on students who were protesting in demand for justice of the two students by Manipur Police and Rapid Action Force. Participants demanded an efficient unified command and DGP and equal law for both hills and valley regions of the state. Proscribed Manipur Naga Revolutionary Front condemns the brutal killing of two students by unidentified miscreants. Press release from the outfit signed by the outfit's Information and Publicity Secretary H.S. Shimre says students along with Maira Paibi women are protesting against the government over the death of the two students who lost their lives NRFM shares the griefs of the bereaved families and also appeals to both the warring communities to shun violence. Coordinating Committee on People's Non-Cooperation Movement imposes ban on the functioning of government offices from today, condemning the government's ineffectiveness to resolve the Manipur crisis. Speaking to media at Naremtong, committee member condemns that government employees are not participating in the movement to resolve the prevailing crisis.
Changsilliba khongjang asidaida aikoigi sarkargi oiba karmachari sing thabak khudakta lepiyu aduga sarkargi employees singna aikoina tawriba irang asidaida saruk yabiyu haina apunma maira paibigi luptagi aikoina hanganjari aduga aikoigi chief minister honorable M Birena kuki gi nupi ani gi damaktadi thamoi sokna kandem tawi haraga ngasi phawbagi manungda aikoigi jaisu sokliba mayam asidadi karigumba wahai amata phongtok piraktribagi maramda karigino masidaida aikoi maira paibina aduki matik thamoi so haibasi pabung Birena khangbidabra ubidabra aikoigi isa isu sokliba singsi nahaki na sana tabra na nauna tabra sokliba kuki gi nupi khatangduna isari nauni haina khanbibra aikoi asna kari oina ubige.
Government of Manipur maintains status quo on present disturbed area status in the entire state for a period of 6 months with effect from 1st October 2023. Areas under the jurisdiction of 19 police stations, Imphal, Lamphel City, Singjamei, Sekmai, Lamsang, Patsoi, Wangoi, Porampat, Hengang, Lamlai, Irilbung, Leimakhong, Thaubal, Bishnupur, Nambol, Moirang, Kakching and Zirbam police stations are excluded from the extension of the disturbed area status. Commissioner Home T. Ranjit issued a notification to this effect today. In the notice, Home Department Manipur government says, Governor of Manipur exercising powers under Section 3 of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 gave approval to extend disturbed areas status in the entire state of Manipur, excluding those areas under the 19 police stations. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar responding to Council of Foreign Relations in New York that government is making efforts to bring back a sense of normalcy in Manipur. Keep watching Impact News.
Patients with kidney, ureter, bladder and prostate-related problems may avail of free urology OPD consultation on 26 and 27 September 2023 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 15% concession on relevant investigations and procedures. For appointment, please contact Caesar Hospitals.
Avail free ENT OPD consultation and free hearing checkup with 15% concession on investigations and procedures from 24 to 27 September 2023 between 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For appointment, please contact Caesar Hospitals.
Avail free cardiology OPD consultation on 29 September 2023 from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. with free ECG, lipid profile and random blood sugar and 15% concession on investigation and 10% concession on procedures. For appointment, please contact Caesar Hospitals, Langpur.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has said efforts are on in Manipur by the state and central governments to find a way by which a sense of normalcy returns and there is adequate law and order enforcement. Responding to a query on the situation in Manipur at the Council on Foreign Relations in New York on Tuesday, the External Affairs Minister said one part of the problem in Manipur has been the destabilizing impact of migrants who have come. But there are also tensions which obviously have a long history which precede that. Jaishankar maintained that effort is on the part of the state government and the union government to find a way by which a sense of normalcy returns, that arms which were seized during that period are recovered, that there is an adequate law and order enforcement out there so that incidents of violence don't happen. It may be mentioned that earlier this month, India had rejected United Nations experts' comments on reports of serious human rights violations and abuses in Manipur as unwarranted, presumptive and misleading, and asserted that the situation in Manipur was peaceful.
One part of the problem in Manipur has been the destabilizing impact of migrants who have come. That's one aspect of it. But there are also tensions which obviously have a long history which precede that. And today, I think the effort is on the part of the state government and the union government to find a way by which, a sense of normalcy returns, that arms which were seized during that period are recovered, that there is an adequate law and order enforcement out there so that incidents of violence don't happen.
A team of Manipur Human Rights Commission led by Chairperson Justice Uttapalendu Bikas Saha visited Palel, Kakching and Molnoi village and interacted with people affected in the scuffle with 26 Assam Rifles on September 8. The MHRC team included a commission member Kangjam Khagendra and law officer Warepam Basantakumar. They visited various places and met with Manipur Police IGP Mamta Wahingbam, DIG Range 2 H. Jogesh Chandra, Technopol DC Krishna Kumar, Kakching SP TH Bikramjit, Technopol SP Lanmio Luikam Tangkul and other police officers. Chairperson UB Shah took statement from the victims. He also inquired about education facilities, healthcare availability of medicines, food items, women's safety and security measures in these areas. Later, the team went to Molnoi area and heard the grievances of the Kuki people. The team also met with family members of late Yenkom Ditin who died in the Palel incident and those who had sustained injuries during a meeting held at Kakchi Municipal Council Conference Hall. Chairperson UB Shah highlighted the steps that are needed to be taken by district administration and police for displaced people in the area. Women, folk and village volunteers of Hairok Assembly constituency refute the claims made by local MLA Thokchom Radesham that there is no violence in the constituency. Speaking to media, Chandrakhong Apunba Mairapaibi Secretary Kangembam Apambi slammed the MLAs and ministers in the state for lacking leadership qualities and for giving more emphasis on retaining power than looking into the sufferings of citizens. She demanded MLA Radesham to give a thought over why locals are still keeping night vigil on the streets if there was peace in Hairok constituency. While Yaripok Malom Mairapaibi President Thaba accused the Hairok MLA for making a fool out of the public while he is hiding in the national capital. She condemned the MLA for ignoring the fear and plights of people living in the state's periphery. She reminded that 2 civilians from Hairok had been killed and another is still suffering from bullet injury.
अखोई सरकार की MLA राधेश्यामना हैरो केंद्र के शांति लई कछु इरांग लेते माना दिल्ली दे लेरगे इरांग लेते मांगना ngai हाइबसे अखोई मरापाबी मैमना याम थिना पेंदे थमोइसे पेंदे यानिंगते अखोइदि कुकी गसु कनोदे युमधंगनदना लेबनी अदुना हेक तांग अहुमदगी लाल हौरे तांग मरी मंगा दगिने अखोइना सिदेदा सोरोकते तुम इसे अदु ngasi बाउ मनुंगसिदे सरकार MLA ने ना माना करी चारी कमाई तबरी गुड नाइट अमतगी ममन भाव पीबीदने येंग भव येंग बिरदे अदु माना शांति लेरे माना ngai haja karamba mongda ngai no madi mayumda nuaina स्कोट का लोइना न तुम बने अखोइदि इसा इशुजिंगजिना खुन ngaktana बंकर छादना मफम अहुम मरी ngaए इसा जिंगजे अमु करी करी तौबिरदगे कमाय तौगदगे आर्मी लाक्तना काइना तौ फाब पुनबा तौगदरा हाइदना अखोइ नुपी मयामजे मरापाबी मयामजे लोइना सोरोकता तुमदना लैरिबनी अदु यामना चाउना दायता लौबिगदबा माना प्रजागिदमदा करीदा सोइगदगे माय केंद्रगी मीसिंगजे नोंगतासु येंबिरगदबा माना शांति लैरे माना अखोइ हैरो केंद्रगेदि शांति लैरे माना ngai हाइबसिगे नियमजे अखोइ सुंया याजनिंगदे.
Villagers of Sabungko, Kunau and Marangpurel took out protests last evening against the government's order for removal of Manipur police teams from their villages. Demanding state police for their protection, the villagers even locked up the police vehicles to prevent them from leaving.
Manipur Sarkar की माइकई दा अखोई मई लेनाब जिंग हाइजनिंग बा वाफम जी अखोई लमदम जिदा की सिगुम्बा स्टेट फोर्स खरा तंग खक थम्बी बजी बो लोक्टो की तार गदि अखोई चिंगों गियांग द लेबा अखोई दि कमायना हिंगु हाइबनो अदुना सेंट्रल फोर्स ति खरा थाजन बिरे अदु दाउ सिजिना अखोई इना बोइदे मोय जे अखोइना कयामु थाजै अमु कयामु थाजते हाबदो अदुनी जिंग मणिपुर की मफम दा सेंट्रल फोर्स सिंगा अखोई कुकी सिंग मानरगा अखोई दा सुम्बा अटेक म्याम तौ लेबनिना मोय जे थाजते अदुना मणिपुर की लेबिरिबा जे की मई लेनाबा मियो सिंगना हाइबा पुलिस सिंग लोक्टो पिगनु कैगुम लोक्टो पिगे हाइबा तारगदि अखोई masi mo sinba Manipur gi leiba jaga sing tagi hai tare state force natragana IRB je thambiraga da laktopio aduna tata ga di hojik moi chat chunga yaro hai ba khoi mai ben ji kanba sapu juni sina mayam believe je.
JSA formed against the murder of 6 IRB riflemen Apuna Kamei continues agitation demanding justice for late Apuna Kamei and stern action against his killer. The JSA staged a protest meet at Morangkom Kabui Khul today, participated by leaders of various groups of Rongwei Kabui community. IRB rifleman Apuna Kamei, who was posted at Sanjanbam police outpost, was reportedly shot dead by the outpost commander Sub-Inspector Yumnam Pari on September 25. As per the latest report, the JSC today reached an agreement with Chief Minister N. Biren and decided to claim Apuna Kamei's body after post-mortem tomorrow to perform his last rites. The Chief Minister reportedly agreed to fulfill 4 demands out of 6 put forth by the JSC. The agreed points include service termination of accused outpost commander SI Yumnampari and to jail him, and to announce ex gratia and compensation to the bereaved family of Apuna Kamei within 3 days.
ngasi honorable Simpson na khoi gi GSC gi apam duga adu imung manung gi yengaga yanabuk popada khoi aduda yaubiriba khoi honorable minister Sushindro su initiative yam lobiri Govinda su ngasi unabuda masu yam initiative lori khoi anibu tu yam thagachari Imphal East gi SP concern SP usu khoi yamna thagachari maramdi man yamna cooperate obi man achumba haliba kholiba miyam asi mohoina achumbudu puthokpi devatardi achumbudu lepi devatardi ekhoi marakta confusion yam lakpa yai irang yam kanna lakpa yai achumbo poropada honorable chief minister gi makhada solution amma purakpa si akhoi honorable chief minister bu JSC gi side gi thagataba ngamde.
Manipur Home Guard Employees Welfare Association today extended financial help of 1 lakh rupees to the bereaved family of Home Guard Thiam Mahesh from Pantoi B Lampak, who had served at the 5th Battalion, Bishnupur. The monetary help was given under Welfare Scheme Committee established for retired Home Guards and Home Guards who are no more. Speaking on the occasion held at Manipur Home Guard Employees Welfare Association office in Luangshangbam, Association President Y. Mangi appeals to all the Home Guards to abide by the duties allotted to them by the relevant authority in the wake of the prevailing crisis in the state. He also urged Home Guard members of the Welfare Scheme Committee to contribute 500 rupees each every month to member, secretary or office bearers to keep the scheme functional.
asuk lurba laiba ki law and order ki tanfam yam phattaba matam masida authority na pirakpa matam da isa na ithau do ai gi ithau do chap chana pangba ngamna na ba sifare ma weibagi chap chaba ready tawdana thorang tawdana laibiyu natraga di laiba ki khudong thiba tholpa matam da isa na saruk yaba ngamogdaba duty tawba ngamhogdraga aikoi madugi awaba se aikoi punamakta nangani maroino Home Guard organization da adagi battalion commander singda commandant Home Guard ta amadi Commandant General Home Guard kudong zadaba mayamama tholokpa yai.
All Manipur GRS Welfare Association condoles the sudden demise of MD Abdul Jabbar, who passed away on September 25. Late MD Abdul Jabbar served as GRS of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Department in Kakching District. Association members observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to a departed soul and also met with his family at Irong, Chesaba and extended financial help. Tangkhul Baptist Churches Association (TBCA) condemns Prime Minister Narendra Modi's announcement to hold 1-hour Shramdan cleanliness drive on October 1st in connection with Swachh Bharat Abhiyan Clean India Mission. Addressing the media at TBCA office in Alungtang, Ukhrul, Education Secretary Dr. Temreshang Horam termed it unfortunate that the Prime Minister has decided to conduct Clean India Mission on Sunday, which is a holy worship day for Christians, instead of October 2nd, Gandhi Jayanti, like previous years. Central Bureau of Communication Regional Office Imphal held a one-day orientation workshop under Rashtriya Poshan Maah for private registered troops and individual artists today at its auditorium in Wangkai, Yonglan, Leirak. Speaking on the occasion, Social Welfare Director N.D. Uttam stressed need for eating healthy and nutritious diet for a healthy society. Regional Office Director Dr. Ingam Pame also took part in the event.
Hꯛseelgi matangda doctor awba muna lena khalo akhoi miyoi nupi angang right ki matangda lawyer awba muna lena khalo magi medical ki terminology akhoi khangba ngamoi do mayam ama sijana saladi legal ki terminology micham na khangba ngamoi do mayam ama sijana salagadi lairi hai ba kharadi khangbi ba yai magi field da lai ba kharadi aduga micham praja di khangba wa yam yawa aduna sumaina mayam gi message pi ba matamda aina khaja jaba aina su yari ge ngamna ba hone jabasi ai gi hoina ti khwai ta gi chamba londa season ba yari gai yakoi gi isagi lon season ba lonya ni honda ba adu maina yari ge achamba londa da akuni pinning ba message pi ba bisi mai pandam thumje.
A day-long training on pest and disease management for Masoching Organic Farmer Producer Company Limited, Machi Block, Tinopal District was held today at Mino Village Community Hall. Diocesan Social Service Society Imphal organized the program under promotion of sustainable organic cultivation for economic enhancement project sponsored by Manipur State Rural Livelihood Mission and implemented by Manipur Organic Mission Agency. Subject matter specialist horticulture KVK Chandal, PS David Annals elaborated on prevention of diseases in turmeric, ginger and lemon. 75 farmers from Technopol block attended the event. S Imphal Cluster Development Executive Medersang David said the training aimed to increase productivity and economy of farmers. A team of Editors Guild Manipur, led by its president Khogendra Khomram, today visited Shiza Hospital and inquired about the health condition of Imphal Times editor Rinku Kumukcham, who is undergoing treatment for dengue. The EGM team also met with MD of Shiza Hospitals, Dr. K.H. Palin, and lauded the service of Shiza Hospital in his treatment and further appeals to do everything possible to ensure early recovery. The EGM team and Kakching District Journalists Association extended financial help to his family. Assam Rifles Dolai Tabi Battalion, under the aegis of Inspector General Assam Rifles East, has provided building raw materials to displaced victims who are currently taking shelter at relief camps. Building materials have been distributed to displaced people from Dolai Tabi, Iko and Sadu Yenkuman villages. Around 239 residents of the three villages are in relief camps. Local certain peace has been restored in Dolai Tabi area with the efforts put in by a team led by Colonel Oinam Akash of 8 Assam Rifles. Tokpaching Youth Organization and Iravat Celebration Committee Hyanglam Local CPI jointly observed the death anniversary of Jananeta Hijam Iravat and also carried out a discussion on the prevailing issue in the state. During the observance held at Tokpaching Bazaar, people paid homage to Iravat and also observed a 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the two students who are no more. Now the sports news. Manipur scored a thumping victory by defeating Andhra Pradesh 6-0 in a league match of the Hero Junior National Football Championship for Dr. B.C. Roy Tier 2 at Madhya Pradesh's Jabalpur. In the second league match of Manipur, Singamayum Sajans Khan scored 3 goals at 11th, 35th and 45th minute, while Yokmupam Awungchihui, Okram Thompson and Atoba Huidrom scored 1 goal each at 41st, 53rd and 90th minute of the match and defeated Andhra Pradesh. The ongoing championship from September 24 to October 8 is organized by All India Football Federation. Manipur will face Ladakh tomorrow and Gujarat on September 30. Indian women hockey team began its 19th Hangzhou Asian Games campaign with a convincing win against Singapore. India thrashed Singapore 13-0 in the match played at Gongshu Canal Sports Park Stadium today. Kumari Sangeeta scored 3 goals, Navneet Kaur netted 2 goals, and Udita P. Sushila, Deepika, Deepa, Grace, Neha, Tete Salima, Monica and Vandana Kataria netted 1 goal each in the match. India is placed in Pool A along with Malaysia, South Korea, Singapore and Hong Kong. India will play its next match against Malaysia on September 29 at 6:30 p.m. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Students continue mass agitation for second day, seeking justice for Fizam Hemanjit and Hijam Lintoinganvi. Several students sustained injuries in police crackdown. ITLF rejects murder charge of 2 students against Kuki community. Thousands led by ITLF leaders take out mass protest rally in Churachandpur. Giving up hope, father of late Hijam Lintoingambi, Hijam Kulajit says he has nothing more to say to government. Kulajit prays no parents should go through such horrific incident. Chief Minister N. Birena shows agitating students of arresting all culprits involved in murder of 2 students. Also says government will take full responsibility for treatment of injured students. CBI official team led by CBI Special Director Ajay Bhatnagar arrives in Imphal to expedite investigation into missing and murder case of 2 students, Fizam Hemanjit and Hijam Lintoinganvi. Government of Manipur maintains status quo and present disturbed area status in the entire state for a period of 6 months with effect from 1st October 2023. Areas under 19 police stations in valley areas excluded. And External Affairs Minister S. Jayshankar says efforts are on in Manipur by state and central governments to find a way by which a sense of normalcy returns. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Admission open. North AOC da Dr. Helena